It is day 65 of the suffering. Today is day 2 that I do not have electricity. Yesterday, a hurricane hit us and we have no power. So I got a little battery operated light that I have overhead, hence why it's so dark in the gym. And we have a generator that can either run our refrigerator and a fan, or it can run pretty much that's it. Like, we have a refrigerator, 2 fans plugged in, and we could charge our phones, and that's all we have right now at the moment. As far as it goes for electricity, we don't have running water because we're on well water because we live on property. So our well is ran off of our power, and it's a 220 for the well, and my generator is only a 110. I tell you what, the generator I have is really aggravating me because I've had to tear it apart several times, clean the jet, clean the spark plug a few times, disconnect the oil sensor, and remove the exhaust freaking little filter evap thing, and because it's clogging up, and it's just been an absolute nightmare dealing with this thing. It seems like it's just constantly messing up and bogging down. I can only run it on choke. It won't actually go to full throttle, so I can't run hardly anything on it, because normally I can run my air conditioning unit. I have a little window unit, and I can run that with some fans and a TV, but I can't even run any of that. Like, it's barely even operating now. And I've had this generator for like 5 years, so never had a problem with it until now, of course, right? But it is what it is. They're saying that we're not going to be having power until possibly 6 days. Today's day 2. So we have a pool, above ground pool. So what we've been doing is we've been getting in there. Yesterday, after the hurricane passed through, I cleaned all my gutters, and then I had 3 trees on my property I had to actually cut and remove, and I had a handsaw. I don't have any gas powered. Everything I have is electric, so I got a handsaw, like a bow saw, and I cut all 3 of those trees down and cut them all up by hand, put all those in the back of the property, got in the pool, cleaned all the leaves, all the debris and all the stuff in there, picked up all the yard debris, picked up everything that got blown all over the freaking place. Got the generator out, been keeping up with that, tearing it apart, working on it, keeping that running for the family. It's just been nonstop for the last 2 days. And the one thing I haven't done is made excuses. As far as it goes for shower, we have a little camp. We have a camping shower where it's actually, it has a pump. You put it in a 5-gallon bucket and it sucks the water out, and it goes to a heat exchanger. It's a propane powered water heater, and it runs off of a car battery. So you turn the shower nozzle on, which has a battery in it, which turns the pump on, which turns the water heater on that has propane run through it. So we still get showers and have a way to wash dishes and stuff. So we have water. We just don't have like actual like water, and we have to go get the water. We have to go fill the water buckets up if we're going to shower with them and wash dishes with them and stuff like that. But we've just been getting in the pool and just hanging out, trying to stay cool in between doing a lot of stuff around the property and the house and getting everything cleaned back up. But like I said, the one thing I'm not doing is I'm not making excuses. Been eating my food cold because I already had all my food cooked, so there wasn't no reason not to eat. So I'm still on my diet. I'm still eating like I'm supposed to eat. The only thing I'm not doing is cardio. I can't do cardio right now because the generator can barely even operate the refrigerator. When it comes to doing cardio on the Stairmaster versus having my refrigerator running, I'm going to pick my refrigerator because I really don't want my food to go bad, because that would be more upsetting having my food go bad than it would be missing out a couple sessions of cardio. And I know, oh, you could go walking and you could do cardio that way, but to be honest, with everything that I've been doing around the house and the property has been way more aggressive than cardio. I don't know if you've ever cut down 3 full-size trees with a bow saw by hand and then had to drag them 3/4 of an acre, because literally it seemed like they all broke on one side, which is the furthest part from my tree pile, because I have a tree pile in the back of my property where I pile everything up and I let it dry out, then I cut it all up to burn it during the winter. And I had to drag it, had to cut it all down by hand and then drag it all back there. And I don't know if you guys have ever done that before, but yeah, that'll get your blood pumping. So I'm not really stressed about the cardio, to be honest. I've been really worn out and sweating a whole lot, super freaking dehydrated, and just beat up, man. These 2 days have really been trying, man. It's really been something else these last 2 days. It's been anything but easy. But look at me, still in the gym, still working out, taking care of my family, taking care of everything else. But tonight's workout isn't going to be all super crazy. I'm just trying to get some sets and some reps in, because I'm trying to be 100% legit on this program and diet without making any excuses. This is going to be my top set right here, and I am not doing any drop sets or any rest pause or anything of the sort. Not doing nothing crazy tonight. It's 104 degrees in here right now at 90% humidity. It's like a sauna. There's no airflow. I can't open up the garage door because I have it sealed up, so that way when I run my air conditioning units, I'm not losing air. So I can't open them up. So there's no help there, because if I could, I would open them, but I can't, so I'm not really going to be upset about it. It's been pretty tough though. And I'm not trying to get hurt either, because I have been sweating a tremendous amount, and I'm not going to try to get hurt and be dehydrated and push myself super hard and hurt my elbow or my shoulder or tear something or anything of the sort. So it'll be a pretty mild workout. Pretty mild workout. And look, there's the light from my little window. I have one window in here that's my only light source. And you could be like, well, why don't you open up the door, the side door? Well, I could, but then it actually distorts the camera, because I tried that. It actually throws the focus on the camera off, and it starts making it look really weird with the lighting and everything else. Plus, my cat will run in here, and then he'll sneak in here, and I don't want to lock him in here and not know that he's in here. I don't know what it is about the garage, but he loves being in here. And if I leave the door open, he'll just sneak up in here and just stay in here. And then if you don't come in, you don't realize he's not there. Then I don't want him to be locked up in here. Probably gonna sweat 5 gallons of water out just being in here. The funny thing is, this is how I used to work out, man. Not in the dark like this, but like in the heat. I used to get off of work and come home and open up the garage door, let some of the heat out, and then close it up, and no fans or nothing, and just work out like this. Just sweating profusely the whole entire time, just dripping on everything. Not knowing if my workout was intense because I worked out hard, or it was intense because I was in the heat. And then when I started powerlifting, I continued to work out like this, but eventually I stopped because I couldn't tell if I was being exhausted from the heat or from the workout. And I didn't want to risk being exhausted from the heat and not the workout. So I started working out in the air conditioning with a fan. But this takes me back. This takes me way back. Just having a single light. With nothing in here for comfort, just raw weights and heat and humidity and just brutal, just absolutely brutal. It's tough. And also because I'm not doing cardio. I'm not eating like I normally eat either. I think I mentioned that yesterday. I'm doing intermittent fasting right now. I'm missing my last 2 meals of the day just because I'm not burning as many calories by doing cardio. I'm missing the cardio because I do 40 minutes in the morning and I do 30 minutes at night. Since I'm not doing the same amount of cardio, there's not as big of a deficit. So I just said, okay, to keep the deficit, let me drop my last 2 meals of the day. That way I can continue to push the way that I'm pushing for the weight loss. Because I was 207 on Sunday. And this is a good thing about having your food prep for the week. You don't have to worry about not having food when something like this happens. You really don't have an excuse. So the only excuse you have is the one that you justify yourself for not doing. We have 15 days today, 14 after today, to finish this out strong, to see where we are. And I've decided after this, I am going to go ahead and intermittent fast. I'm going to keep cutting and I'm going to keep pushing for my abs. But what I'm going to do is, instead of doing so much cardio, I'm going to do 40 minutes of cardio in the morning, no cardio at night. And I'm going to do I'm going to do one of two things. I'm either going to do chicken sandwiches. Like, I'm going to boil chicken like I've been doing. And hold on, let me move this mic. Give me a second, guys. Mic, let me move this camera. And let me move the lighting. Get some overhead lighting. Let me adjust. I don't know if you can hear the sweat dripping off of me on the mic, but it is just dripping. If y'all hear it tapping, that's what that is. Ooh, that was almost bad. Okay, good enough. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm either going to do ground meat, jasmine rice with beef stock 4 times a day, or I'm going to do chicken sandwiches. And I'm going to switch up my macros. So I've been doing 390 grams of protein a day and 170 carbs a day is what I'm currently doing. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep doing the chicken, but I'm going to boil it like I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to chop it up to like a mush, basically. And then I'm going to mix some light mayo, some relish, and some banana peppers into 2 pounds of chicken. And then I'm going to make 8 sandwiches with that large whole grain wheat bread. It costs a little bit more, but it's like 5 grams of protein per slice, because two slices is 10 grams of protein and 23 carbs, depending on what kind of bread you get. If you get the Walmart Great Value one with the bigger slices, it's 23 grams. If you get like the other ones, Nature Valley or Natural, whatever it is, those are like 18 or 20 grams. But anyway, so if I do the 23 grams per slice and I do 16 slices, so if I take 2 pounds of chicken, put some light mayo, some relish, bell pepper, banana peppers, and mix that all up, and then bring a loaf of bread to work. Do 2 sandwiches per meal at 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, and 3 p.m. 2 sandwiches per meal. That'll be 8 ounces of chicken per meal, 2 pounds, 16 slices of bread. So that'll be 200 grams of protein from the chicken, 80 grams of protein from the bread, 280. And that will be 360 carbohydrates, 370 carbohydrates, somewhere around there from the bread and the relish and stuff like that, around 360 to 370. So drop the protein some, and then increase the carbs dramatically. And then intermittent fast and do 40 minutes of cardio in the morning and then 6 days of working out in the evenings. And then give that a go for 3 months and then see what the results are for that, because the goal is still to get abs. Nothing's gonna change after this. It's just, I wanted to try boiled chicken and brown rice and green beans and see what the outcome is and see how dramatic the results are. And I think the results have been pretty dramatic. Say what you will about the diet, but 28 pounds in 10 weeks, that's crazy amount of weight. You know, this is week 10, and in 10 weeks and 65 days, I have lost 28 pounds on average. What's that, 3 pounds a week roughly, or what? I don't know, I'm not a mathematician, you guys do the math. But yeah, 28 divided by 10, whatever that comes out to be. And that's how much weight I've lost over these 10 weeks from doing boiled chicken, brown rice. And my blood pressure is really good. Can y'all see the sweat? Oh, no, I guess y'all can't see the floor, but there's a huge puddle of sweat underneath me. I'm just dripping it crazy. But anyway, so I like intermittent fasting. And then getting more carbs. I have a lot more energy for my workouts. I'll wake up and do fasted cardio, and then I'll eat right after that, like I do right now. And then I'll eat 3 times while I'm at work. And then after I get done and I'm home from work, I'll work out, which I'll have a full day's worth of eating. I'll have a whole entire day's worth of food inside of me. So I'll be able to have a really good workout. And then I'll burn up everything, all the carbs, during my workout. And then if my wife wants to go on a bike ride, we'll go on a bike ride. The kids want to swim, I'll swim. And I'll do stuff in the evening with the kiddos and my wife and stay active. The only difference is I won't be eating after that. And then I only have to do cardio in the morning, 40 minutes in the morning. So that way, like the process is I'll work out in the evening, burn up all my carbohydrates. Whatever's left over, my body will burn throughout the night. I'll wake up completely depleted. I'll do cardio in the morning, completely depleted, burn nothing but fat because there's no glucose left to burn. I don't care if that's the way it works or not. I'm just bro-sciencing this. So then thinking like logically, right? Not logically, but like, I don't know, whatever you want to say. But anyways, wake up on a completely empty stomach, completely depleted with nothing to burn but body fat, burn the body fat. And then eat after that so I can replenish my muscles to get them ready to go through the day. Get carbs throughout the day to fill up the muscle storages with glucose and get pretty much fill up the gas tanks. Then once the gas tanks are full, right, we have a full tank of gas. Then hit the gym and get working out. Deplete the gas, have no gas left in the tanks. And then finish the rest of my night hanging out. Go to bed, wake up depleted, running on fumes, and then burn whatever's left in the tank. And then after that, that's it. I'm done. Completely done. For the weight loss phase of the day. And then comes the refueling and filling up the tanks, getting ready for the load. Fill the tanks up throughout the day, be at work, moving around, doing worky-doey things, moving, lifting, twisting, turning, burning the calories and the carbs as I work. So I have energy while I'm at work during the day to consume and burn. So I'm not lethargic and tired and worn out. So when I'm at work, I'm active because I have energy. And then whatever I have left over at the end of the day, when I come home from work, I'll burn it all up in the gym. Because if I'm and then I'm moving and I'm working and I'm lifting and I'm doing stuff and I'm banging impacts and testing torque wrenches and pulling on chain falls and lifting up chains and pulling on come-alongs and I'm working all day, I'm burning all that up. I'm active, I'm moving. I'm not just sitting there and like, oh, let me eat at noon and let me eat at 3 and then work out, then let me eat after my workout, then let me eat before bed before I go to sleep. That doesn't make sense to me. Like eating from noon to 8 p.m., why am I going to eat before I go to bed? I don't need energy before I go to bed. That doesn't make sense. But wake up, do fasted cardio, burn fat, get energy before I go to work by eating, move and burn that up, eat, move and burn that up, eat, move and burn that up, eat, come home, work out, burn that up, and then just burn body fat the rest of the afternoon, go to bed, burn it all night, wake up, burn body fat while doing cardio. That seems logical to me, right? And then I'll be getting 280 grams of protein, And then I'll be getting 360, 370 carbohydrates in the form of a chicken salad sandwich, which is delicious, easy to eat, and I enjoy it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna call that the chicken salad challenge, I guess, or something. And I'll do that for like the next 3 months. Nothing but chicken salad sandwiches on wheat bread. That's, I think, what I'm gonna do. Now, the difference is, the difference is the next 3 months isn't going to be strict 7 days a week. Monday through Friday will be very strict. Saturday I'm going to eat my diet as I'm supposed to, Saturday. But Saturday night, my wife wants to go out to dinner. I have neglected date nights long enough. I haven't been on a date with my wife the whole time I've been doing this to go out and do something with her. She likes going out to eat. She likes going out and having a couple drinks. Makes her happy. Her being happy makes me happy. So I told her, give me this 3 months to do this. And then after this, I'm gonna relax a little bit. So I'm going to continue to be hardcore about it. But Saturday night, my wife wants to go out to eat, go have a couple drinks and go dance. I'm gonna go do that and I'm not gonna feel any guilt. And Sunday, if she wants to take the kids to go eat breakfast somewhere, I'm gonna go eat breakfast with them. And I'm not gonna not do that with them. And then if she wants to go to lunch on Sunday, I'm gonna go to lunch. So I'll go to dinner with my wife if she wants to on Saturday. If she doesn't want to, then I'll stick to it. But if she wants to, I'm gonna go out on a date, have a couple drinks with her. And then Sunday, if I want to barbecue and invite some friends over, if I want to grill for my family, if I want to have a little gathering and smoke up a pork shoulder or some ribs or a brisket and do some baked potatoes, I'm going to do that. Why? Because I'm going to do a overload day where I overload a bunch of carbs and calories. So I have a high day and then 5 low days, 6 possibly, depending on how Saturday goes. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see how that goes. But I'm gonna call it right here. Let me give you a little bit of, put the hat back. How's that look on camera and this lighting? I don't know what looks better, so I'm gonna slowly walk forward, get the shadowing, slowly walk back at the shadowing, because I can't see where the shadowing's at with the better shadowing. Maybe if I come up here, you know, shadowing's everything, right? Anyways, I'm gonna show you all the sweat pedal. Check this out. I'm gonna show you all this. Okay. Can y'all see all that? Y'all see all that? That is from me. That is how hot it is in here. And that's how much I have been sweating. So, oh, okay, well I can see my reflection in the, see, lighting is everything, man. Oh, I think that's gonna be the thumbnail. Nothing on the stomach. See, just nothing. It's just pitiful. So the chicken and rice diet hasn't been working like I thought it was going to work. I have lost a tremendous amount of weight, but it is not. It's not there yet, and it's not the ticket. This isn't the diet that's going to get me to where I want to be. So now I know chicken and brown rice isn't the way to go for me. Man, that's. Yeah, let's get this. See if this looks any better in this lighting. Anyways, I know I keep saying I'm gonna end the video. I'm about to. But anyway, so I know the chicken and rice diet isn't gonna get me to where I wanna be, and it's not gonna give me the results that I want. So after these next 15 days, I already know I'm not gonna have my abs. It's not gonna happen. I have way too much. It's not coming off. It's not cooperating. It's just there's way too much right here. There's too much Play-Doh and putty, and it's not happening. I mean, I could lose a little bit more in the next 15 days. I could probably lose about 4 more pounds, but 4 pounds isn't going to be the difference of seeing my abs and not seeing my abs. I probably got about another 15 to 20 pounds. And every time I say I got another 15 to 20 pounds to go, it's always another 15 to 20 pounds after that to go. So we'll see how the next 15 goes, and that's all we can do. And like I said, I kind of want to pull the plug on this diet and be like, screw it. Let's do something else right now. Let's change it up because this isn't working. That's what I kind of want to do, but we're going to see all the way through the end. And like I said, I think going down on the protein, going up on the carbs is going to be a big difference for my performance and my workouts. I don't think it's going to be a big difference on my my weight loss though. I think the intermittent fasting is going to be a big difference, but I don't think eating the bread and the higher carbs and the chicken with lower protein is going to be a difference. I think if I went to red meat and rice, that would be a much bigger difference in the way I look. So I'm still in the air. Like I keep going back and forth in my head on what I'm going to do, but it's just the chicken salad diet kind of sounds cool because I enjoy eating chicken salad sandwiches. So they're easy to make, they're easy to eat, they're very cheap, but I might do the red meat and rice. I gotta see how it goes. I'm just getting a little diet fatigue, man. I'm getting burnt out. So it's kind of hard for me to put my mind back in the state of like, okay, we're gonna do ground meat and rice with chicken broth 4 times a day, every day, all day. And that's all we're gonna do is four meals a day, ground meat and rice, and that's it for the next 3 months. It's kind of hard for me to wrap my head around that right now, but I might change my mind. Anyways, okay, for real, I'm done right here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow.